Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Welcome, everyone, to Ford Field, home of the Lions here in Detroit, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is a tough one, a third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the touchdown Broncos. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Miami, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Canes are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Hauls it in. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Punt is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Anderson will throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's loose. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
And the Broncos with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Anderson wants to throw. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Anderson will throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got his man, makes the grab. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go right back to it. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Broncos have their offense in high gear. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21, Miami. 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Anderson wants to throw. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for room, it's Burrell. Oh, he's got some space. Rams him with the stiff arm. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Gilbert. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And the Canes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Anderson will throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It's complete to the left. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Anderson wants to throw. Right on the money. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. The pull and throw off the RPO.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Pocket breaking down. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Touchdown, Canes. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking to fire. Completes it in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Broncos decide to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Quick completion to the right. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play-action fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball at the 31. Third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets open down the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Now the play fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Finds a little space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Anderson wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Miami! Fit it in the window for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big thing. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Western Michigan, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They try to pop a run on the draw. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the ball.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
21.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Miami 38, Western Michigan 21.
Coming out with it, it's Miranda. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now here, second and long. Give to the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Broncos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got his man in the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilbert. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive change.
Now on first down from the 30. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a pass rush. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. A strike downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Broncos will hustle to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. It'll be third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score.
Western Michigan, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on, and that's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on second down for this offense. Anderson will throw. Using the quick game. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes will line it up on first and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a draw. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They've been running it, but now the pass. Under fire. Touchdown, Cade. Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
45, Western Michigan, 28.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The quick out. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's DeMarco. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's DeMarco. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires left. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes some play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. The scoreboard operator got a workout in this one.
Right, the offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does.